Welcome to another episode of Pocket English Podcast. I am your host, Sarah, and I am so happy you are here with us today.
And I am Mark. Hello, everyone. Today, we have a very special lesson planned for you. It is a lesson about a feeling we all know very well.
Yes, that feeling is panic. Mark, imagine this. You just started a new job. You watched our previous video about the first day of work. You met your boss. You learned where your desk is. You even learned the names of your team members. You feel good.
I can imagine it. I am sitting at my desk feeling professional.
But then you decide to get a coffee. You stand up, you walk to the kitchen, and there, standing next to the coffee machine, is a colleague. You do not know him very well. You just met him 10 minutes ago.
Okay, I am picturing it. I am standing next to him. He is waiting for his coffee. I am waiting for my coffee.
And it is silent, completely silent.
Oh no, I hate that moment. My heart starts beating fast. I feel like I should say something, but my mind is empty. I am afraid I will say something stupid.
Exactly. That is the awkward silence. It happens to everyone, even native speakers. But for English learners, it is terrifying. You worry about your grammar. You worry about your vocabulary. So usually you just look at your phone or stare at the floor.
But not today. In this episode, we are going to fix that. We are going to give you a survival guide for that coffee break. We call it the Ping-Pong Strategy.
I love that name. Ping pong? Like the sport?
Yes, exactly like table tennis. A conversation is like a game of ping pong. You need to serve the ball, that is starting the conversation. You need to return the ball, that is keeping the conversation going. And finally, you need to smash the ball, that is ending the conversation and going back to work.
That is a perfect way to think about it. Serve, return, and smash. Simple, actionable, and effective. So, if you want to stop feeling shy and start making friends at work, make sure you listen to the end. And if you find these lessons helpful, please click that subscribe button. It helps us create more Pocket English episodes for you. Okay, Sarah, let's start with the first step, the serve. We are standing at the coffee machine. The silence is heavy. How do I start?
The biggest mistake learners make is trying too hard. They think they need to ask a big, interesting question. They think they need to ask, so what are your hobbies? Or do you have children?
Wait, are those bad questions?
They are not bad, but they are too personal for the first 10 seconds at the coffee machine. They feel like an interview. If you ask me about my children while I am just trying to wake up with my coffee, I might feel a little overwhelmed.
That makes sense. So what should I do instead?
You should use the shared reality technique.
Shared reality. What does that mean?
It means you talk about the thing that you both can see, hear, or feel right now. You are both in the same room. You are both drinking coffee. You are both looking at the window. That is your shared reality.
I see. So instead of talking about me or you, we talk about the environment.
Exactly. It's safe, it's friendly, and it's easy. Let me give you 3 examples of shared reality openers. We call these the serves.
Okay, hit me. What's number 1?
Number 1 is the object. Look at the coffee machine, the printer, or the elevator, and make a simple comment. For example, this coffee machine is very fancy. Simple. This coffee machine is very fancy. Or if it's slow, this machine takes a long time, doesn't it? I like that one. This machine takes a long time, doesn't it? It invites me to agree with you. Exactly. Here is number 2, the environment. Look at the temperature or the light. You can say, it is freezing in here today. Oh, that is a classic office topic. Everyone loves to complain about the air conditioning. It is freezing in here today. Right. And number 3, the journey. Everyone has to travel to get to the office. You can simply ask, did you have a good commute this morning? Did you have a good commute this morning? That is a great one because everyone has a story about traffic or the train. So Mark, let's practice. I'm the colleague. I am standing next to you. It is silent. Serve the ball to me. Okay. I am looking around. I see the window. Wow, the view from here is really nice. Yeah, it is great, isn't it? You can see the whole park. See? It works instantly. The silence is broken, and I didn't have to ask a difficult question. Perfect. Now listeners, I want you to try. I will give you a situation. You have 3 seconds to say a shared reality sentence. Ready? Situation 1. You are waiting for the elevator. It is very slow. What do you say? Did you say something like, "This elevator is slow today"? Or maybe, "I think we will be waiting a while"? Good job. Now let's move to step 2, the return. This is where I get nervous, Sarah. Okay, I started the conversation. I served the ball. But now you are talking back to me. What if you use a word I don't know? What if I don't know what to say next?
This is the #1 fear for A2 and B1 learners. You are afraid the conversation will become too fast. But I have a secret weapon for you. It is called the echo technique. The echo technique. I like the sound of that. How does it work? An echo repeats what it hears. In conversation, if you don't know what to say, you can simply repeat the key word the other person said, but with a question mark. Wait, really? I can just repeat the word? Yes, it makes you sound like a great listener, and it encourages the other person to explain more. It buys you time. Can we see an example? Sure. Imagine I am your colleague. I say this: "I am so tired. The traffic this morning was a nightmare." Okay, imagine I don't know the word nightmare, or I just don't know what to say. I will echo. I will simply say, "A nightmare?" Exactly. And then I will naturally answer, "Yes, there was an accident on the bridge. We didn't move for 20 minutes. Ah, I see. When I said, "A nightmare," you explained the story. I didn't have to ask a complex question. I just bounced the ball back. Precisely. Let's try another one. This is common in business. Imagine I say, "I have to finish this report by noon. I am totally swamped." Okay, swamped is a hard word. I might not know it, so I will echo. Swamped? Yeah, swamped. I have too much work and not enough time. Wow, that is magic. You taught me the vocabulary word swamped just because I repeated it. And notice, Mark, you didn't say, "I am sorry, I do not understand the word swamped." You just said, "swamped." It flows much better. It feels like a natural conversation, not an English lesson. That is a huge confidence booster. I don't have to stop the conversation to check a dictionary. I just echo. Let's practice this with our listeners. I am going to say a sentence. I want you to find the key word, usually the last exciting word I say, and echo it back to me as a question. Ready? Here's the sentence. I can't believe the boss wants to change the schedule again. It is ridiculous. Did you say ridiculous? Or maybe the schedule? Both are perfect. Let's try one more. My weekend was amazing. We went hiking up near the old castle. Did you say the old castle? If you did, excellent. You are keeping the ball in the air. You are playing ping pong. Okay, Sarah. So I served the ball with a comment about the coffee. I returned the ball with the echo technique. We have been chatting for 2 minutes, but now I am getting anxious again. Why? Because I need to go back to work. I don't want to stand there forever, but I don't want to be rude. I don't want to just turn around and walk away. How do I end the game? This brings us to step 3, the smash, or as we call it in the office, the graceful exit. The graceful exit. How do I leave without making it awkward? You need a signal. You cannot just say goodbye. That is too final. In an office, we use the future action pattern. The future action pattern. What is the formula? The formula is transition word plus I better plus action. Transition word plus I better plus action. Okay, break it down for me. First, the transition word. This signals that you are about to change the topic. The best word is well or anyway. Okay, well. Next, the phrase I better. This is short for I had better, which means I should. It shows you are responsible. I better get back to it. I better check my email. I see. It puts the blame on the work, not on the person. I am not leaving because I don't like you. I am leaving because I better get back to work. Exactly. And then you finish with a friendly close. Nice chatting with you. So let's put it all together. Well, I better get back to my desk. Nice chatting with you. Perfect. It is polite, professional, and firm. It ends the game. What if I am going to a meeting? Then you say, anyway, I better run to my meeting. Catch you later. Catch you later. That is a great casual phrase. It implies you will speak again soon. It takes the pressure off. So, we have the serve, the return, and the smash. Sarah, shall we try a full simulation? Let's do it. Listeners, I want you to imagine you are Mark. You are standing at the coffee machine. I will be the colleague. We will leave a little silence for you to think of your lines, but Mark will demonstrate the correct path. Action. I am standing at the machine. It is making a loud noise. Silence. This machine is really loud today, isn't it? Sarah laughs. It is. It sounds like it's going to explode. I hope it doesn't break. I really need my caffeine fix. Caffeine fix? Yeah, I was up all night working on the quarterly presentation. I am exhausted. Exhausted? Totally. But hopefully I can finish it by lunch. Then I can relax a bit. Well, I better get back to my desk. Good luck with the presentation. Thanks. See you later. End scene. Mark, that was perfect. You navigated that so smoothly. I felt in control, Sarah. That is the difference. Before, I would just stand there sweating, but having a script, a plan, makes it easy. And that is what Pocket English is all about. Small, pocket-sized patterns that help you handle real life. Now, before we go, we have a challenge for you. Yes, homework, but don't worry, it's easy.
We want you to practice the serve in your head. The next time you are waiting in line, at the grocery store, at the bank, or even at a bus stop, look around. Find one thing in your shared reality. Maybe the line is long. Maybe it is raining. Maybe the music is loud. Form one simple sentence in English in your mind. This line is very long. The rain is heavy. You don't have to say it out loud to the stranger if you are too shy. Just thinking it is the first step. It builds the muscle memory. And if you feel brave, say it. You might be surprised. You might start a nice conversation. And then, if they use a word you don't know, echo it. Exactly. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Pocket English Podcast. If you enjoyed this lesson, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It tells YouTube that this is useful content, and it helps other learners like you find us. And let us know in the comments, what is your favorite shared reality topic? The weather, the food, or the traffic? We read every comment, and we love hearing from you. Press play on your confidence today. See you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.